Cancer, this is Divine Amethyst, and these are your messages for February 2020. So it appears that some of you have had some difficulties having to do with a contract that you had invested a great deal of energy into. And it looks like it was something that was it was a big deal for you professionally, and you had everything lined up and on deck, and there was something within either personal relationships you had or perhaps baggage that you have from personal relationships that kind of log jammed the process. But what I am seeing is that you were able to really break up that energy and transmute it. You've been and are continuing to be quite sociable and also very much focusing on trying to see the upsides of things. And it looks like this contract that you thought was dead, it looks like you're about to have some new beginnings, and that it's actually going to be something that is a better move and a better decision, better fit for you than you originally anticipated. But it's definitely something that's stirring folks up and getting them to have a whole bunch of conversation about your decisions with your relationships. Also, there's going to be a lot of people gossiping about certain things in your family, even down to how you're handling things with if you have children or if you have a partner who has children. It looks like a lot of this gossip and this conversation and people doing that dumb shit is going to be short-lived, though, thankfully. There's also going to be quite a bit being revealed to you about what it is you need for your core stability within yourself, because I feel that what had gone wrong in this contract really threw your emotional stability off kilter. Like it really, it hit you. But it looks like you're regrounding and you're finding that, and you're rediscovering that security, but you have a whole bunch of decisions coming up. And what the advice that I have for you is to really approach things with fresh eyes. Don't let anything that you found disturbing during the last time negotiating this contract be something that holds you up from making the necessary moves. Sometimes you need to step back and kind of refresh your perspective, and that seems to be something that's very important right now. And it appears that because of that, you're also going to have a lot of travel coming up related to that. And unfortunately, one of the folks that you are going to be dealing with, I'm not quite sure how they fit in just yet, but we will dig into that. But there is going to be some dude who is grossly illogical and childish, who has been part of the impediment to what you're trying to get done. So I think you kind of want to be on alert for that. You know, don't let it stop you from doing anything by any means, but kind of keep your eyes open. All right. Further messages for the sign of Cancer for February 2020. Further messages for Cancer, February 2020. Okay, so the illogical person is basically a sneaky motherfucker, but they're also a bit of an authority figure in what you're dealing with. And they were the one that was throwing quite a few blockages in your handling on this contract. But thankfully, it's looking like those blockages are being thrown out of your way. They're being moved out of your way. What I would worry about, and I wouldn't worry, you know what I mean? I would keep an eye out for is that because they're frustrated that they did not get you hemmed up the way that they had anticipated, that they're going to try to stop you from having growth in other areas. They're going to be at the center of a number of other conflicts that you're going to have to really look out for. And you're going to end up having to cut off some folks that are in your work environment, in your social circle that you might have overlapped, certain dynamics with, that specifically had to do with this contract, because they were also running right behind your back and going and telling this boss other stuff that wasn't even truthful. It was a whole bunch of bullshit, gossip, and lies. Fuck them for that. You're going to be receiving some correspondence where someone's going to be putting out that someone who you really thought had your back in this negotiation did not. But when all of this clears out, there is about to be some very clear resolution and some very clear understanding of what steps you need to take. You're going to have to keep a level head through this. Don't let people trigger you emotionally. Don't let them take you out of your hookup. There is a lady in your professional life who is very solid person, smart, very solid, very sensible, good folks. And she is going to be helping you navigate as this information is being revealed. And that's going to help you make the moves that you need to determine what happens with this contract, because there are other secrets that are coming out. There are things that someone was upset with you about that you thought had been buried. And you're going to find out exactly who was playing both sides against the middle. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be revealed, and there's stuff that people are still trying to keep revealed. Yeah. But it's going to be all of the secrets and all of the shady shit people thought they were doing behind your back, all of that's coming to the surface. All right, let's get your clarifiers. Clarifiers for the sign of Cancer, February 2020. Clarifiers for the sign of Cancer for February 2020. Clarifiers for Cancers for February 2020. Yep. I just want to point out that there were a number of things. Secrets came up again. So in your original reading, you had the moon and things being clarified, and then moon again. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be brought to light. And as this is brought to light, you're really going to be able to release yourself from a lot of bondage that it had you in. And there are just a lot of people who have been throwing some hateful, unnecessary ass energy your way. I would just kind of say, stay focused on what you need to do to keep yourself clear of those mindsets. I got the curses card again. This keeps on coming up. So I would be careful of any, hex energy, any spell work. Hit up a Botanica, go and get some help on that one. And also, I wonder, do you guys have something going on where, like, one of the folks you're running with is a Gemini? Because they've gotten something very similar with some backstabbing and some curses. So if you have a Gemini business partner or friend who you're doing something with, I would kind of, I would do what I had to do to keep up and clear about that. Yeah, and this person who is working against you, this person who's this authority figure, they basically found some things that they thought they could throw you under the bus for that weren't even that major, but it's like they were basically trying to draw blood because they were a shady bitch. But let's see what else. Further clarifiers for the sign of Cancer. What's going on with this shady ass authority figure? What is going on with the shady authority figure? Cancer to be able to better protect themselves. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is that you're going to have to really focus on your relationship with the divine. Keep yourself, prayed up, whatever your spiritual practice is. Really immerse yourself in that, because that's where the source of your answers is going to be. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be coming to you in the dream state about, what it is that has been going on, that's going to be making it clear as day. Yeah. Somebody's been trying to build something, but you're going to be able to escape from it if you focus more heavily on what can I do to listen to my gut instincts? What can I do to listen to my intuition? There are also going to be some people that you're going to be making peace with and having reconciliation with, that's going to be really helping you through this. But you're definitely going to be able to be secure in your financial footing as long as you focus on your self-care, as long as you focus on your connection with the divine, as long as you focus on developing that. You should be all right. Yep. Because all that was going on was that people had their own games for their own ulterior motives that they were playing, and they were basically trying to throw you in some bullshit that had nothing to do with you. There's still elements that are unknown. But like I said, that's going to be coming to you in dreams. Pray on it. If you pray on it, there are going to be a lot of answers that are just going to come through to you in your dream state. You're going to wake up and wonder, how did I not know this before? It was so clear. It was right in front of my face. So what I would say with that is I would advise to keep a dream journal. You wake up and you have these dreams, jot down a few notes. You don't have to do, over the top in depth, but just key things that will trigger you to remember what it was that came to you in that dream state. I hope this is helpful for you. Have a wonderful month, Cancer.